No drawing skills? You can still make this Valentine card that says love in any language. Let me show you. So if you remember from my last video, we had this heart shape cut out. It's still a tad bit too big for what I had in mind. So I'm going to use that same technique and draw a smaller heart shape, or rather half a heart. And then we're going to do the same and cut that out. Please be careful if you are using scissors or any sharp instruments, whatever age you are, whoever you are, please be careful. I will of course leave you that video in the description box if you need to see exactly how this heart shape was made. So I'm going to use this little heart shape. You can still use this. You've now got a heart shape and a heart inside the heart. You've got lots of templates now. But for what I've got in mind, I'm going to use this little heart shape. So I'm just going to mask off the area that I'd like to use in the shape of a card size. And the reason why I wanted this template is because I can draw a heart, and I'm sure you can as well, but it just makes it a bit more universal in shape. It's going to be a perfect, imperfect heart. I hope that makes sense. But all I'm doing here is drawing around the heart template. And this is what I mean by, if you can't draw, you can easily make this template and just draw around it. Look how perfect that is. That is the perfect, imperfect heart shape. Keep your pencil drawing nice and light as well. And just repeat that. If you've got a smaller card, you can always just do this with one heart or two hearts. If you've got a bigger card, then you can always obviously use a bigger heart shape or have more hearts within that space you've got. The reason why I'm saying to keep the pencil line nice and light is because you may want to rub that out. Or you can go over it, entirely up to you. This is just a nice little idea for you. You can tweak it to whatever you like. I've chosen Holbein Shell Pink. Absolutely gorgeous candy pink colour. I'm just wetting the heart area with some water, and I'm just using a small brush. You can use any brush you would like. And I'm just focusing in on the edges there. All I'm going to do is use this pink and just go around the edges lightly. And because we're using the wet on wet technique, the colour will just bleed and bloom really beautifully into that heart. Because I've got lots of pigment on the paper already and lots of water, dab the excess brush off and then just move the paint and the water around to how you would like it. Keep it all nice and loose, nice and light. Don't use too much pigment, just keep it light, because you'll see why we need to keep it nice and light for you. We can always jazz it up with some shimmer and sparkly and glittery colours later, and just repeat that process for now and it will all make sense. I have just sped this bit up ever so slightly for you as well, and I do have a couple more videos. Like I say, I'll leave the ones that I did last week so that you can catch up on that video in case you missed it. And I have got some that I did this time last year. Maybe they're not as great, to be honest, because I was just starting out, but it might be worth a look just for you to get some ideas.
Your voice echoes softly in the air. Nothing changes, just words we share. We walk side by side.
Once it's all blended in nicely, I added some brilliant pink, also from Holbein, and it's just a touch brighter than the shell beige pink. And I'm just going around the edges, just the edges only, with just a little bit. I don't want that to blend in too much, but I'm just keeping it on the edges of each heart. By the way, I'm Shanaz. Hi, hello, welcome or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And it's not long to go before it is Valentine's Day. Are you ready? Do you do anything in particular for Valentine's Day? Leave me a comment in the comments box if there is anything that you do in particular for Valentine's Day. Once all the edges are done, we are going to leave it to dry and leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes so it is fully dry. This is from Gansai Tambi. These are gem colours. These are gorgeous, gorgeous, sparkly colours. They are brilliant. And I'm going to use this gem pink colour. And it just gives it a bit of a highlight, a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of sparkle. You need sparkle on Valentine's Day. Well, at least on the card anyway. So the same thing that we've done with the pink, we are just building up the layers slightly, but just on the edges of the heart. You'll see why. I mean, you've probably seen it in the thumbnail at the beginning, in the picture that I showed you at the beginning. We need to keep the centre of the heart clear so we can write within the heart shape. You can't do that if you've got too many colours. It might not show. I mean, I suppose you could do it with white. If you've got a white gel pen, that's possible. Do you see what I mean? You can tweak the ideas so much. There's so many ideas that you can come up with. But I've just kept it basic and simple for now. But you tweak it and change it however you feel like you want to change this. Or keep it exactly the same. You don't have to stick to the colours that I've used either. I mean, I've stuck with pinks and reds. But if you want to do any colour whatsoever, you don't have to necessarily do this with watercolours either. You could do this with pencil crayons, oils, pastels, whatever medium you've already got. I mean, obviously this channel is predominantly a watercolour channel. So it's mainly a watercolour channel, so that's why I've sort of used watercolours. But it's entirely up to you what you choose. You can either leave it to dry, or if you're really careful like I'm doing here, get your waterproof pen and just write the word love in any language. I'll leave a list of the word love in a few languages. I'll try and write down as many as I can find in the description box for you. But of course, you don't have to use all these different languages. Obviously, if you want LOVE, that's absolutely fine. But the whole point of this was to put it in different languages. And when you've done that, we just need one last thing. Can you guess? I'm really sorry. I just find it really funny, but it's splatter. I just love splatter. Never mind Valentine's Day. Just do a splatter day. I just think it's absolutely brilliant. And then when you've done, take your masking tape off if you've used it. Take it off carefully. I've sped this bit up, so do it really carefully. And then that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that's given you another idea for Valentine's Day. I may do one more for next week, but in the meantime, enjoy. Happy Valentine's Day when it arrives, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Oh, before you go, maybe watch this one next.